Hello, I am Aviva, commentating live in Jerusalem from room 552 for Israel 24/6 TV. The following is a broadcast in response to the rabid postings of a YouTuber calling herself Israeli terrorism, to which my assistant has called my attention. I generally do not respond by broadcast to a viewer's comments, but as these comments have been sent to me in the name of an official organization, I take the liberty to respond publicly, just as I responded to Al Jazeera English when they were wooing me for a contribution to one of their broadcasts. Please listen closely, and I do so hope that you will feel compelled to share my comments with the listening world with whom you are acquainted. Dear Jews against Israeli terror, I too would be opposed to Jewish terrorists, and most of the Jews who have committed terrorist acts in these modern times were brought to trial and have spent or are spending time in prison for their misguided actions. As to your analysis of the Holy Torah, while I am not a rabbi nor a full-time student of Torah, even in my limited knowledge, I know the scripture to which you refer. This quote, an eye for an eye, is used in general reference to injury a cruel master may cause a slave, in which case the slave is permitted to go free because the actions of the owner are considered by the heavenly court to be disproportionate, thus unjust and unwise. On the other hand, the Torah does legitimize the concepts of both restitution and retribution, and that in full payment to society and the individual who was injured. For instance, if a thief is caught and convicted, in most cases he is culpable to repay the victim sevenfold. In any case, all of this is entirely irrelevant, because when the Torah speaks of one's enemies, there is a totally different perspective. The Torah precept of forbidding worship of an idol such as Molech is quite clear. Molech was the idol worshipped by adults who taught their children that it was a mitzvah to pass through fire. The battles of Klal Yisrael are by and large spiritual battles, sometimes with physical mirrors. In the battle to defeat those who worshipped Molech and other pagan representations on this earth, the Jews were told, we Jews were told, man, woman, and child. Indeed, the pagan spiritual ideology of Molech is still represented here on earth by those individuals who claim to be followers of Mohammed, who espouse the teachings of Molech by instructing their children to wrap themselves in incendiary devices and go blow themselves up in a crowd of Jews or Americans in order to receive a great harem of virgins in the afterlife. This is nothing more than the idol worship of Molech, reborn with a new costume and a new mask in this modern age. This reprehensible pagan philosophy, and teaching it to those too young to talk, is the greatest human rights violation on planet Earth today. May the Almighty help this present inhabited world. I am Aviva, journalist and writer. GPO press card 15585. commentating live in Jerusalem from Road Pi 52 for Israel 24/6 TV. I can be reached on cell phone number 052 54 55 895. Thank you and shalom.